You guys mentioned Wemby earlier, so let's just talk a little bit about Wemby now. So France won their second straight silver medal, coming through with a big upset over Canada in the quarterfinals and a gutsy win over Germany to advance to the gold medal game. Wemby had his best game in the Olympics against the top-ranked Team USA squad and led the French squad in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals for this Olympics. So after France lost while wearing the silver medal around his neck, Wemby had this to say. He said, "I'm learning and I'm worried for the opponents in a couple of years." He was then asked, did he mean in FIBA or in the NBA? And he responded, everywhere. So Wemby's worried for his opponents, but how worried should they be about Wemby? Losing sleep? Like, what level of concern?
Not necessarily yet. I don't think, defensively, he's going to be a problem. Like, we already can see that, right? Offensively, he's still so raw, and it's going to take him a couple years to, like to identify with what he's going to kill the NBA with. Like KD in his mid-range, Steph in his three. Wemby has so much in his baggage that he's going to have to narrow it down so we can see. Like if he said, all right, I'm going to be a mid-post, mid-range guy, just one pull, right? And that's going to be his staple. He hasn't found his staple. What is going to be 90% of what he's going to do offensively. That's going to take a couple years before he figures it out. When he does, oh shit.
I mean, even while he's still in the process of figuring out, average a 20-piece this year, that'll jump. Obviously not playing with guys like CP3 Harrison, but I'm just having a new squad around him of guys that are able to get him to rock. Because watching some of those Spurs games last year, very, very nasty work going on.
His bag is just
giving him the rock.
His bag is big, and his bag is so big. It's just trying to figure out what is it going to be right now. Like is it going to be from the perimeter? Is it going to be tip dunking, lobs? We don't know what his bag's going to be because the fucker does everything.
Yeah, and it seems like it's going to be a mix of all that stuff. But once that three gets a lot more consistent, and he just learns how to score in the league better.
And listen. What he said is a fucking big threat, and if I'm the USA, I'm worried for 2028. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not about the rest of the country, fuck them. Just France itself, you played them well. Their best player is 19, 20 years old.
20 years old.
He's gonna be 24, right? The next time you see him. But his supporting cast is also going to be
22,
23, 24. Yeah. Because the two dudes who just got drafted is going to be on the team. They're 7-footers. Yeah. They can shoot, they can dribble, and they're going to be 3 years, 4 years older. So this team that they're going to have is going to be more deadlier than you can possibly imagine, because now you're going to have it being ran by a bunch of 6'9" to 7-footers. Right, 5 people on the team is going to be damn near 7 foot. That's very agile.
Yeah. Like you mentioned, Gil, France becoming a major pipeline in the NBA. Obviously, Wemby headlined that 2023 draft class, lived up to expectations his rookie season, one of 2 French lottery picks in that draft, along with Bilal Koulibaly. This summer, there were 4 French players taking the first round, 3 in the top 6 picks, like you mentioned, Zachary Sachet and Alex Sarr going 1 and 2. Yeah. Neither of them played on this Olympic squad, but now 4 years down the road.
Yeah, so none of these draft picks played on that team, right?
So they will.
Yeah, they're going to be in there.
Yo, listen.
Koulibaly was on the squad,
Yeah, Koulibaly. But he didn't play that much. He didn't play that much. Nah. As I said, 4 years from now, shit.
Yo, listen, the way Wemby was crying after that loss, America better come on. All right, America.
It's the biggest.
So, guys, Wemby's 20 years old right now. You figure he's going to play in at least 4 more Olympics, maybe 5. Is there any way he doesn't get a gold medal?
Listen, man.
He's the only threat to America's gold.
Listen, man, it's over. It's over. Listen, Wemby just went up against the NBA's top all-stars.
The Avengers.
The all-stars.
The greatest era ever. He went against the greatest era ever.
All of them. He went up against them. He said in there, he was like, yo, this is what it's like? It wasn't that bad. Wait, hey.
Yeah, it was.
And then he said, listen, I feel real bad for everybody in the future. I have no mercy on none of you. You know, remember when Thanos said, I'm the only one that knows what it takes. I gotta kill all of y'all.
He died though, right? You know,
after they reversed, after
nobody lives forever.
After they went back in time and tried to, they cheated. They cheated.
They cheated.
He won
But
first.
when that nigga said,
first.
Wemby is the type that, to me, with that type of confidence, he's seen what they had to offer. He's like, all right, I'm playing against Embiid, Anthony Davis, and Bam all at once on the same team. With KD, LeBron, and Steph Curry, and they can barely beat me by myself? What? What? I wish a nigga would.
Les niggas.
Like, I mean, I'm just saying, just in hindsight, just Wemby himself neutralizes a lot of threats, right? When you just talk about just defensively, he just neutralizes a lot of things. There was things that happens in the game that is just to his fucking advantage, right? It's to his, hitting the ball off the rim, right? Just that. Or him tipping it back in off the rim. There's nothing they can do about that, right?
He already up there.
He's there. When it comes to just it hits the rim and he can hit it off, he's gonna perfect that.
Yep.
Right? And then just hitting the rim and he can dunk it back. Those are his two advantages over everyone. He's gonna get 8 to 10 points doing it, and he's gonna deflect 10 points.
And that's not even
doing that. That's a 20-point advantage for France moving forward. And if there's going to be another country that wins, the high probability is going to be France. Because they have a nigga named, like we have a Bron, they have a Wemby. There's no other country. I
would throw Canada in there, but
I'm not throwing them in.
Looks great on paper.
Watch out.
Canada looks great on paper.
We can move around Canada. Basketball. Can watch the fuck out.
Canada's problem is we've seen it full-fledged. Their greatness is all guard play, right? That's their greatness. All their great players is coming in one position, and that's the only, like, there's nothing against them. They're just all guards, unfortunately. They don't have center play, power forward.
Zach Edey coming, Gil.
Yeah. Cool. But that's one.
Ebo coming.
One, France right now, Rudy might play one more bench player. But you have Wemby.
He'll be on the team.
You have Wemby 4'5". Then you have Sarr 3'4" at 7 foot.
Reece Ashad.
Or 4. He's a 4 at 7 foot. Then you have the number 1 pick, who's a 3'4", right?
Yep.
Their 3'4" is going to be the 3'4" for the next 4 Olympics. And then you got Bale. What was it? Koulibaly. He's a 2'3". They just need steady point guard play. And they just need a nigga who can bring the ball up.
They need a Tony Parker.
They got 2 more 7'2" niggas over there lined up. And
that's fucking 16.
4th grade, 7th grade, 4th grade. The niggas is 7 foot.
They just need a nigga who can bring the ball up.
That's it. They need a point guard. They need to train that nigga point.
Shit. Then they can still add the motherfucker Embiid.
Yep.
If they want to.
Mm-hmm.
No,
if they want to.
He can't go to France.
Hey, since we talking about Wemby.
So Embiid played with Team USA. I think he can go play for Cameroon. He can go play for a developing nation, but I don't think he could go from Team USA to France.
Why?
Because France is a high-level Olympic squad already.
But if he has dual citizenship.
I have to check on that.
Don't quote me on it. But
I don't know.
Because he already played with Team USA.
I just want to know, when was this allowed? Was this allowed from the beginning? That if you have roots inside of another country, like my great-great-grandparent, like they do shit like great-great-grandparents, daddy on the uncle side was a little bit of African. You can be on the African team.
I think you get citizenship.
A little bit.
Even the American kids that play on some of these teams, they have no ties. They just played in that league, and they're the best player in that league. How are they part of the national team?
Well, I think you get naturalized as a citizen, and if you haven't played with an Olympic squad yet, then you can join.
But has that always been the case where they're
I'm not sure when it started,
or was that a thing that, like during the 90s, like we want to help our country a little bit better, so we're going to allow this?
I think the IOC allows it for, like, if Embiid wanted to play for Cameroon, they can make that happen.
When did that start, though?
I'm not sure.
Okay. I just want them, if I can change one thing into the Olympics is 1908, it was 100% gold.
Yeah, now they give you the janky.
1%. Go and bring it back to pure gold so we can rob these niggas.
Over.
Where your medals at?
Yeah. So in the first Olympic back then, it was 100% gold medal.
So it's not even, they got fake gold?
This has 1% gold.
It is Jan. I think it's mostly silver, if I'm not mistaken, then they coat it.
This nigga just turned into a gangbanger in a couple seconds. That's robbed him.
I was just saying, like, gold. Like, because I was looking at some of the there's a thing about you, like, I was looking at, like, all the black athletes that won, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you get to keep that one there. 1908, you really think the black people who won awards got to keep those awards?
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson?
They gave him white women.
Good job, boy.
They gave him white women for winning matches.
Nah, but I mean, it's just, they should do that. I mean, this is, I don't know, you go back to making that, at least the award, pure.
Yeah.
Is it pure like that wedding band you got on? Is it pure like that?
It's real good, tell the truth.
How you get that? What's that? How you get one of those?
Nigga, you was with me last night.
The championship.
Nigga, you was with me last night.
You was with me last night when I got surprised.
You supposed to be recapping.
Yeah,
we was there. It was
I'm like a bad bitch now. I got my engagement ring.
Yeah.
Hey, I was confused.
Don't be. That's how it's supposed to be. He proposed.
He was confused. He was like,
I had to put it on. Show all my niggas, yeah, nigga.
I want one.
We did it.
We did it. That's the party. Joe, you're coming to the bachelor party.
I hope y'all invite me. Y'all know y'all like to play me.
You just got to change the
There's going to be a bachelor party?
I'm wearing the onesie, Gil. I'm wearing the onesie, bringing the Bible.
Yeah, I'm going to just let y'all know, bachelor party, that might be the end of it.
We got to be out of the country.
Joe going to have to throw the bachelor party. If I got anything to do with the bachelor party,
Bible study,
let's just say there might not be no wedding.
It may not be a hangover. We're going to hang over folks.
We going to Vegas? Oh,
man,
we're going to Vegas.
We're
going to
I will be there on Zoom.
Oh, we're going. Oh my God! I've been waiting on this moment my whole life.
I'm just gonna say the black book.
Let's film it.
The black book ain't that. It ain't dusty. It ain't been sitting on the shelf for years.
You got to transfer. You got to transfer the information onto a tablet.
I still.
Tablet
you know, you go in there looking in for just if there's any suitors.
Get it converted.
Just in case there's any suitors you had to miss. Look like.
Let's go to Mexico.
You got to go look at the red message.
I still made the right decision.
I still made the right decision.
All right, let's move
Ain't
on.
nothing out there in them streets, goddammit.
Our last topic of the day.
Hey, I've been watching.
Me too. I've been in it.
Very dry. Germany was on top of the basketball world last summer after winning gold in the World Cup, and after Serbia nearly came through with the upset against Team USA in the semifinals, Dennis Schroeder was asked why the European basketball style provides a significant advantage to challenge Team USA, and had this to say.
European basketball, I think, is the more, I gotta be careful here. I think it's European basketball is no entertainment. It's straight IQ basketball, straight coaching, and really, really high IQ guys who know how to play the game. And I mean, Serbia, Greece, Spain, France, Germany. I mean, there's so many teams out there who knows how to play, who is athletic, and I think it's a lot of people from Europe in the NBA who make some noise. Slovenia with Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the world. Of course, I mean, the USA is one of the best leagues in the world, or is the best league in the world, but European, they come in for sure.
So Schroeder's comments got the attention of the basketball community and even Team USA. So after winning the gold medal, Kevin Durant posted this response to Schroeder on Twitter. Entertainment and IQ for the world champions of the world.
Yeah, like I'm tired of Dennis Schroeder.
Whoa. What he's saying is correct.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just tired of him, just in general.
Like overseas, like you're at a disadvantage when it comes to athleticism, speed, and all the raw talent that America has. So your basketball skill set is off of IQ and fundamentals, right? That's what you're being taught. You're being taught the fundamentals of the game. You're being taught team play. Think about other. We're more of individuals and selfish and highlight. So what he's saying, right, coming from there to there, he's like, well, this is more entertainment. They're here, they're flashy. They just want to get the job done. Here, it's how we do it, right? That's just the culture, how we do it. Dunk on his head. We sit here, you know, tapping on every play. It's a ooh and ah play, right? Put people in your seats. There, you know, 2 points is 2 points. Ain't no bounce the ball off the rim and dunk it and do it. They're not all for that goofy shit, right? It's about purity of the game.
Fuck all that, man. Line up the 12 USA best players against the international 12 best, and I promise you, it ain't gonna end like you think. Because we just seen the top 12 USA men's basketball players.
Top 12.
Some of the top 12.
Some of the top 12 play against individual teams.
Well, you know that game will happen is in 2028. And so then you know who will be in that game.
If we could push for it, but listen to this. Who was on that France team that played in the NBA? 3 players?
Nano DeCulo, Gershon Yabusele was drafted by the...
So let's do this. For sake of conversation, let's throw Luka on that team and Greek on that team. Same game, just adding 2 players. Who wins that game with those two added?
That's not how you
to that game.
You can't do it like that.
Just tell me. If you add Luka to that game, we ain't talking about logistics of how they would play it or how the game would go. It's just adding 2 players to a national roster, just like you would add Jaylen Brown or whoever else you would want to add to the USA team. They would still have to adjust too, right? I'm saying you add them 2 players, international-wise. I ain't saying even joke. I ain't even saying Joker. I'm just saying add Luka and Greek on that France team. They beat USA.
It's hypothetical.
They beat Team USA.
First of all, Luka don't pass he dribbles the ball out, so all the movement that we see in France don't even happen anymore.
He averaged
assists. But I'm saying is all those corner shots we see where it's going swing, 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 that don't happen anymore. Now, we already see that some of these you have to be able to play together. Dame and Giannis had a hard time playing with each other. Right? The style, right? It's a conflicting style. So you have to, we do not know.
That's like the style
if
that
we
Luka
said before that
with.
Jason Tatum, we didn't know his style was gonna conflict and he'd be on the bench. No. So you can put the best 12 that you want, but it still has to be able to play. So it's a pointless argument.
What did you just say? You just said Jason Tatum.
You think Jokic and Luka can play together? They both
You just said Jason Tatum had to adjust, right? And it wasn't a great adjustment. Right. So if Luka plays the way he plays in the NBA, doesn't mean he's going to play the way he plays on the national team because he can adjust. That's the same way with Joker.
So he might be motherfucking Jason Tatum now.
So then he could.
So he might be on the bench. We don't know.
No, but we know he's not going to be.
So it's a pointless argument. We do not know.
Listen, the fact that we don't know, that means that any scenario we bring up, we shouldn't talk about because we don't know. So, but we do it all the time. Every show, we give up hypotheticals. So I'm saying, put Greek on there for the sake of the chat. Ask the chat. If you put Luka and Greek on that France team, do France beat USA? Hell yeah.
So, Rashad, we asked the chat, 100% said no. Team USA still wins.
Oh, they ain't saying 100%. Ain't no better than that. Ain't no better than that. Even though it's a hypothetical, it's just like the conversation we just had about Steph and AI. That's a hypothetical conversation. We never get to really analyze who'd be that, but we all have our opinion what we think it would be. And I'm saying France with 2 other people, and you look at the international teams that could be a similar, man, they don't have a chance against them international guys. Them dudes, they got game, and they just proved it. Y'all didn't blow it out. Y'all didn't kick their ass.
It's a team versus a bunch of individuals. That's the problem with, the problem with USA basketball versus international basketball is this. The international players from the USA players, they have to strip their powers. Every single person on the team have to strip all their powers, and then the coach decides who's gonna get what power. That's how you're gonna play this game, because it's our team now. So whatever you do, I might not wanna use you that, so we're gonna strip it. I'm gonna give you shooting, you passing. That might not be your ability. You're just gonna be a defensive player. You average 29 in the NBA, right? The Euro, whoever the NBA player is, he gets to go over there with all of his superpower. So in theory, he is the strongest person on the court because he's the only one who's at his full ability. Right? So when you're talking about a Jokic or a Giannis, in their system, they're the best player and the most dominant on that court. LeBron, KD, they're minimized. They're only going at a 10, 15% because they need to all fit into this team.
So you don't think that they would?
Who?
So you don't think they would if they got on the same team?
Yeah, but you're not trying to calculate. If you put them all on a team, they have to all be stripped of their powers and then calculated.
And
now they're not the same players.
But they're
you're trying to keep thinking of it. Jason Tatum was Jason Tatum. We just watched the nigga get stripped.
What did Schroeder just say?
IQ.
We play IQ. We don't need our talents. We play together. We play the game.
They are then.
We find out.
We find.
That's the whole point of playing the game together against them. We want to find out who wins this game.
We're never gonna find out.
We want to find out.
Hey,
where's the Sheik at? Where's the Sheik dude that was at the Terrence Crawford fight? Holler at him. I hollered at somebody in Vegas that said they want to bring some shit to Dubai, 2035, 2030, which whatever Olympic Dubai doing, we set that shit up. USA versus the international, set it up.
Hey, question. Since we was